So let's take a look at the area where we'll be doing our drawing. In our default drawing workspace, the main panel here is the stage view. We'll just take one of our drawing tools and draw on the stage. Now I can draw in quite a large area, but this rectangle here is what will actually be seen by the camera. So this is the real content of the panel. To zoom in and out, you can use the number 1 and number 2 keys, or you can use the mouse wheel too. And to pan around the stage, just hold the space bar and click and drag. And to rotate the stage to get a better angle for drawing, hold the Command and Alt keys and click and drag. That's the very basics. Down here along the bottom of Stage View, we have a bunch of different options we can turn on and off. This button will show you a thumbnail view of your drawing. This button toggles the animator's field guide on and off. In traditional animation, a field guide is how animators standardize different sizes of drawings and positions of the animation camera. Then here we can toggle guides for different safe zones on the screen. You can click and drag, and you can use masks instead of dotted lines. So what are these? When content gets shown on a TV, there is a chance that a portion of the edge might be cut off or obscured. So these guides help you make sure that none of your important content ever gets lost. The outer guide is called the action safe zone. You want to make sure all your vital action and visuals are within that rectangle. And the inner guide is called the title safe zone. So any text that appears on screen should be within that region, assuming you're making content for TV in the first place. Next to that, we have the guide for our 4x3 region, just like we looked at before on our Photoshop templates. This is what would show up on a standard def TV if you're concerned about that. And we have action and title safe guides for the 4x3 region. Then here we have the camera mask. This blocks out anything outside the view of the camera. This is good for checking your final staging and composition. Camera label and complete camera path we'll go over in a later video after we start making camera moves. Then reset view will reset the rotation, zoom, and position of the stage view. And reset rotation will only reset the rotation. Then look at selected is only important when we get into setting up layers in 3D, so we'll hold off on that. And the point of view mode determines if the zoom, position, and rotation get changed when you move to another panel or shot. If it's set to project, the view will stay how you set it and not change until you change it. If it's set to shot, it will remember the view the last time you were on a panel in the current shot. So the view might change when you go to a different shot. And if it's set to panel, it will remember the view individually for each panel. I just like to have this set on project. Then the zoom factor selector lets you choose a zoom level from this dropdown. And finally, along the bottom here, you'll see the current layer you're on, the current tool you're using, and the current color. This is so you can have your other panels collapsed if you want, and you can still keep track of where you're drawing and what you're drawing with. And in fact, if you click the color swatch here, it will open up the color picker panel if it's not already visible. Now let's take a look over here at our drawing layers. There's actually quite a bit to go over here, so let's do this in the next video. I'll see you there.